Hi everyone, it's Allison here with STEM Career Adventures. We're so excited to show you our new portal, and we're still fixing some things, but we wanted to go ahead and give you guys a chance to start looking around and using the new portal. You'll see that all of the lessons that you've had previously are still available, and we're adding new lessons and have already added new lessons. So I'm going to share my screen and take you through the new portal so that you can feel comfortable and confident as you begin your STEM career adventure. Okay, so when you first log into the portal, you'll see at the top bar you have a getting started page, our STEM lessons. You can save lessons now in this portal, and you can contact us if you have any questions. When you click on getting started, you'll have a video orientation, and you'll also be able to click on the supplies list as well as the new theme guides. The new theme guides look like this. We've suggested that most schools use the program about once or twice a week, but you can feel free to use it more or less often. The lessons are typically 30 to 45 minutes in length. So if you scroll down, and you all should have received this in an email, you will see that we have some new and old themes from the old portal. So we have everything from careers related to food, to careers related to animals, using investigative skills, exploring the outdoors and environment. And then we also have some new themes like our bodies and minds, which focuses on health and science related careers, and more careers related to technology. And then as you scroll down, you'll see that we also have added our new theme guides. So some of these have a coming soon next to it, which means that we'll be uploading to the portal in the next few days. And then you'll also see the lessons that you've currently been seeing. And after you look at a theme guide, so this one's for K-2, we've put the lesson descriptions for all of these different lessons. So what we suggest is before you get started, to start looking at these different themes and looking at the different lesson descriptions so that you can start using the program. You're totally welcome to use the themes based on the order we've put them in. So most schools are doing this, but you can also pick and choose lessons and do them in whatever order you want. So all these lessons are independent of each other, and you do not have to do them in any particular order. And then you'll also be able to see our supply list. So if you click on this, you can pull up our supply list, and you'll see that this is a list of supplies that we suggest that you have on hand to do the lessons. As you can see, these are very common classroom items. We also suggest recycled materials and upcycled materials as well. And what we suggest is printing out this document or sending it home in your send home folders and asking parents and even other teachers to bring in these items. The only items that you really need to have for a particular lesson are the experiment supplies, because those are very specific materials for that lesson. Otherwise, most of the lessons have very open-ended material lists. We've also added to the Getting Started page our STEM decorations. So we really encourage you to put this up on your wall or create a center. And so we've given you the letters to create this STEM career wall, and then also the little pictures to go underneath it. This is something great to show the parents, also so that the kids can get excited about the program as well. So after you look through Getting Started, you can now start to go into the lessons. So you can hover over the lesson and filter based on grade level, career, or theme, but you can also just click on the lesson tab. And you'll see that now you can search and keyword a lesson. So if you've looked at the lesson theme guide and you want to put in a particular lesson, you can search for it. You can also then filter by grade level, theme, and we've added these career clusters as well. So let's say we want to filter 3rd to 5th grade and we want to do the Our Minds and Bodies theme. You'll get to see all the lessons within that theme, and we're going to do dermatologist. But say you want to save dermatologist for later, you can click on the little heart icons and save it for later, and then click here, and you'll have your saved lessons. So this is a great way to start planning for weeks or months out in advance to save the lessons you're going to work on. So now let's go into a lesson. And when you click into a lesson, you'll be able to view all of the instructional materials that you can download and print or show on a smartboard. So you'll see that for this lesson, every lesson has a says a lesson plan, and then they also have these other instructional materials. So the lesson plan is brought up like this. You can feel free to print the lesson plans by going to this little download button and downloading and printing them, or you can view it just like this. And you'll see that all the lessons are pretty much set up the same, where you have your background information on the career, and then we really just take you into doing the activity. The activity is going to be either a building, design, or experiment. And when you see these highlighted words, that means that we've provided that for you back on these buttons here. So you'll see for this lesson that the students learn about the importance of keeping your skin healthy, and they learn about the layers of the skin, and then they create their own model of skin. And then they get to create a really cool new Band-Aid that incorporates technology. And then at the bottom, you'll see that we have a materials list. So every lesson has its own materials list, and we show you what we've provided you online, and then the general materials that you need to provide. You'll see that this lesson has a little bit more specific materials. However, they're still very open-ended. And then to look at the other parts of the lesson, so here are the discovery pictures. These we suggest printing out and giving to all the students, or giving to groups of students, or showing up on a smartboard. And then we have the handouts. These are mainly for every student to get, but again, you could give it to groups of students if you want to save printing. And then for discovery links, you can just bring these right up and show, and you can just show them right here, and then you can also expand them to make it take up your full page. We've also added 3 new components to every lesson. So for K to 5th grade, this is the same for every lesson. If you're doing 6th to 8th grade, there aren't vocab cards, but there are writing extensions and certificates. The writing extensions are a great option for a creative way to talk about the lesson after the fact. So the writing extensions vary from doing like an advertisement in this case. They also will create an interview for a YouTube channel. They'll make a newspaper article, and even a comic strip. So these are great options as a way to extend the learning and add some creative writing to it. And then we also had requests to make vocab cards for all the lessons. And these are a great option if you want to make a word wall or an inspiration wall for the STEM careers. And then we've also included a certificate. So these certificates are based on growth mindset concepts, and it's a great way to encourage the students to keep going on these STEM careers. So every lesson from 3rd grade to 8th grade has these certificates. There's 3 of them, and you can give 3 to 3 students or print out 1 for every student. In K to 2nd grade, I'll show you quickly. They have, instead of certificates, these little badges. So if we go into this marine biologist lesson, you'll see that they have these really cute little badges. And these are great options for tracking the students' learning and also encouraging them and learning about this different STEM careers. So you'll see that there are these little badges for the K to 2nd graders. At the bottom of every lesson, you'll see these related lessons. These are suggested lessons we have to go with this lesson. And then we also have this comment feature. Please use the comment features. We really do value your feedback and want to know what you guys think of the program and how it's going. So please leave feedback of like how you've adapted a lesson, what you loved about it, what you might have changed or want to see more of. And then the other item that we are still working on is getting up our activity books. These will be up within the next few days. We will give you access to them in a different way for now, but you'll see up here, it'll say activity books. And just to remind you, the activity books are these magazine style books that are very short. For K to second grade, they're a little longer and they're cartoon based. For third to eighth grade, they're these magazine styles where the students will get to learn about a real professional and their life and what they're working on. And at the end, there's either like a writing activity or a problem-solving activity or a design activity. This is a great option if you're looking for something to do that is a little mess-free. It's a great homework option, just like the writing extensions are a great homework option, or you can do this in other classes. So we really wanted to give you a lot of material to work with. So this should be a really great start to get you started throughout looking on the portal. Like I said, view all of the important documents and getting started, but you can also go straight to these lessons and start looking around and start planning out your year. So let us know if you have any questions. We'll be continuing to add lessons. We'll also alert you up here at the top and send you emails when we have new lessons added. And feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Thanks and have a great day.